A lawsuit against two Travis County jailers has been filed by a woman who says she was assaulted in jail. And the Texas Civil Rights Project says they have the videotape that could help prove it. Chris Sadeghi has more from the woman who is suing and the tape that shows why.
Abuse inside jails is a common complaint that usually lacks enough evidence, but it rarely ends up on tape the way this one did.
Slammed me up against the wall and then slammed me on the ground, and then she took my head and slammed it.
That's what 35-year-old Shay Morrow says happened, and this tape shows what happened. That's Morrow in the inmate garbs, and it's obvious she gets thrown around and ends up on the floor and had the marks to go along with it.
I had a laceration to the chin that I had to get stitches for, and I had blood coming out of my ear.
This was brutality.
Morrow was taken to the hospital after the incident that occurred on December 7th. She had just been arrested for DWI, and while being escorted through the jail, she says she was checking her cell phone for a phone number. But when the phone rang, the jailers took her to the ground. The Texas Civil Rights Project says one of the jailers has a history of this type of action.
This is obviously a problem officer, and this is something that Travis County needs to take very seriously.
The lawsuit is against jailers Layla Rendon and Tracy Hill, and in the suit it says one of the officers joked about not knowing her own strength after her supervisor reminded her about previous warnings of excessive force.
So hopefully this lawsuit will have that effect of getting the sheriff to look more seriously at what's happening in the jail.
We contacted the sheriff's office for a statement, and they say a formal complaint was never filed, so they were unaware of the case. The county attorney, who would normally represent county employees sued while in their working capacity, says they've not yet received a copy of the lawsuit. Shay is suing for compensation, but also says she doesn't want it to happen to anyone else.
It was very painful and very terrifying.
Chris Sadeghi, KXAN, Austin News.
And just within the last hour, Sheriff Greg Hamilton has ordered an internal affairs investigation into those allegations.